We were on it. Can it happen again? We don't even know, but a lot of people hone in on a date like this, and why shouldn't you? For the market, it had never experienced a hit like this in a single day, losing nearly a quarter of its value in a single session. That was pretty scary back then. The equivalent today would be like the Dow tumbling more than 5,200 points. But when you step back in time, you realize a couple of things. I was going to show you a couple of things here. The things that we were fixated on don't change. The details kind of do, but the concept and the fears and the crowds that are generated when there's a big sell-off at the corner of Wall and Broad, they continue. I experienced that firsthand 30 years ago today. Take a look.
Well, there weren't exactly people fleeing themselves off buildings, at least not that we could see today, but there were a near record number of people gathering outside the New York Stock Exchange today to sort of witness history in the making and the opportunity to see incredible drops in the Dow right before their eyes.
I want to see what it looks like when it's in this condition. And then I wanted to see this stock market anyway.
We want to see a piece of the action, I guess, at Wall Street.
What they saw was programmed selling taken to the ultimate art form, as Wall Street's very biggest players stepped in and unloaded multi-billion-dollar blocks of shares. To the end, market analysts are steadfastly refusing to even mention that word crash to describe what's going on right now. Instead, they like to look at it as a correction that still has to work itself out. But what they don't know, and in fact readily worry about, is how far down that correction really has to go, how long it will take, and exactly how many more people will be hurt in the process before the market does decide, if it decides, to turn around. In New York, Neil Cavuto for the Nightly Business Report.
All right, I want to thank my old colleagues and friends at the Nightly Business Report for that. That's always very nice, very, very generous of them. It does bring back a couple of things. It was so odd that just months later I would complete puberty and I'd be, holy Toledo, what the heck was the deal with my voice? I sound like Mickey Mouse, Navy, what? All right, man, oh man. But I thought I had a better toupee back then, my own self.